And we're live. Hi everybody, welcome to another 10-minute tactic. Right, so today's going to be all about how you can put a system into your business that helps you to get your time back. So you feel like you're not going to be, or it stops you from feeling rather, that you're spending all your time marketing and not getting the results that you kind of want. It's going to give you a process that you can follow that's going to really help you. So hi everybody, if you're just jumping in now, do put a comment below, let me know that you're here. If you're watching this in a replay later, put the word replay so we know what kind of timings you're coming in. It's really going to help us to understand when's the best to give you these live streams. So I'm not going to start all the way through, so I'm just going to say hi now. I'm going to hang fire for probably another 30 to 60 seconds just to allow people to come in. And then we're going to jump straight into this. So today's session is going to really help you to understand 5 key things, really. It's going to help you get a bit more clarity about who you're targeting. It's going to help you get a little bit more clarity about, what you're targeting them with, how you find them, how you convert them, and how you commit to a certain period of time to make sure this works. And I think that one of the biggest problems that I see with marketing and sales is that they're just not consistent enough. They'll do something really hard for a week, don't get the results that they expected, second week dial back, third week dial back. By the end of the first month, they aren't doing anything and then they wonder why it's not working. I'm sure you can probably relate to this. So what this is going to do is it's going to help you to stop spending all your time, wasting time, marketing, chasing, stalking. It's going to help you to have a repeatable system that's going to really help you to get leads all the time, clients all the time, and actually enjoy your business in as well. So guys, we're going to jump into this right now. For everyone who's just joining us, say hi. Do put a comment below, let me know that you're here. And if you're watching this as a replay, put the word replay so we know what kind of time you're coming back. Right, cool, let's jump into this. So 10-minute tactic, here we go. Right, so the first thing we need to understand is there's five things I've just mentioned. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the first one is you need to understand your ideal customer profile. We call them a perfect future client. Some people call them IVAs, an ideal customer avatar, ICAs, sorry. There's lots of different names that they're being called, personas, whatever it is, but for us, it's an ICPO, it's a perfect future client. And really what you've got to understand is that a perfect future client is somebody who they value you. This is the thing, is they wouldn't be a perfect future client if they try to negotiate, if they don't show up, if they cause you any headaches or problems, if they're trying to interfere. If you're building a website and they're trying to interfere, they're not a perfect client, they're a pain. If you're a marketing company, they don't try and interfere. They trust you and they value your experience. And so really to do that, there's a few things we need to understand. And in terms of the type of clients that you're targeting, you're going to have clients that are bleeding, they're in trouble, slipping, they're heading in that direction. You've got stable businesses and leading businesses. We want to make sure that you spend your time working with the stable and the leading because they're the ones that really do trust you, value you, pay you, get out your way, let you do your thing, let you shine bright. So that's really going to be the thing that's going to help your business really thrive. The next thing that we need to understand while we're in this ICP perfect future client space is the challenges, the problems, the motivations. And so really what we're going to think about is what is the things, the problems that they're facing every single day and what is it that they want. And once you've identified that, there's going to be some frustrations that they face. So they're getting frustrated by certain things. So what is it that they desire instead? And then ultimately there's going to be something that they fear and aspire to have. So these are the motivations that's going to really help you to get their messages. The beauty of this is this here then in essence becomes your marketing messages. Makes it really easy for you to start to trying to get their attention and attract them to you rather than you chasing them. The next thing then is we need to know what it is that your offer is. What's your service? What's your product? What is it that you're actually offering to somebody? If you try and be everything to everyone, the saying, you end up being nobody to no one. So you need to pick a really clear problem that you're going to help. So you look at these problems, the frustrations, the aspirations that they want, all these things that motivate your buyers. You got to think about what's the thing that we do? What's the best thing that we do that we can package up that's going to help them get the things that they want, the things that they desire and the aspirations. What's the thing that we've got that can help them to do that? And give it a really sexy little name, a trademark name. Like one of the things that we have is a program called Get Clients. It's really clear, it tells you what it is, it's going to show you how to get clients with a little trademark next to it. And if you look at a lot of the stuff, the flywheel system, trademark next to it. So it's nice to have a really good name. It makes it feel whole, it makes it feel real, it gives it more value, and it's easy to say. It's very easy for people to say, oh, I'm part of this Get Clients program, or I'm just doing this right now, or we just bought this package right now. So give it a name that's easy for you to be able to remember and for them to be able to remember as well. Then decide, are you going to do this on a one-to-one level, or are you going to do this on a group level? So if you're a coach, a training provider, a coach, are you going to go in and you're going to do one-to-one with the owners, the CEOs, or are you going to do it as a group? Are you training their team? If you are a marketing company, are you going to do one-to-one with the leadership team? With the CEO, the head of marketing? Are you going to show them the strategies, or are you going to be the extension to their team? It could be lots of different things. Are you going to work with people locally? Are you going to go online? Are you going to travel? Are you going to stay here? Decide what the delivery model of it looks like. And then the next thing then really is to think about what kind of marketing are you going to do? How are you going to market them? Because if you try and do all the different marketing tactics, it's going to really, it's going to confuse them, it's going to be hard work for you, and you'll spend all your time marketing and getting very little results because nothing's going to hit. So what we've got to think about is, with marketing, there's 3 types of marketing that you can do. You can do organic marketing, which is all your social media, your blogs, your SEO kind of stuff like that as well. You could do paid marketing, which is PPC or your meta stuff, Instagram, Facebook, etc. Or you can do partnership model. So you can partner up with other people that's going to refer work to you and do it that way. And really, you've got to think about what is it that you're going to pick. So you're going to say, I'm going to pick organic because that's the thing that I can control and I've got the time to be able to do that. And then really, you've got to think about what we call a triad. And a triad really is just making sure that you have some kind of omnipresence, so that when somebody's ready to buy, they are looking at you, not your competitors. Now, omnipresence doesn't mean that you have to be on every platform. I think that, if you've got a big resource and a big team, then yeah, you can be on TikTok and Instagram and LinkedIn and YouTube and Threads and X and Facebook. You can be everywhere all at the same time. But to do it effectively, the content that you put on LinkedIn, the reason people go to LinkedIn, they go for different types of content on LinkedIn than they do on Instagram. So if you're posting the same message to both, it's not going to hit them the same way. So for you to do it well, you need to make sure that the content is tailored to that platform as well. So when I'm saying omnipresent, I'm not saying that you want to be on all them platforms. I'm saying that what we want to do is we want to build a triad around these people. And that could be that you get them on your email list. That's one place. It could be that maybe you've got your own group or community, and you get people into your group and community, what you control. Or if it's not a group or a community, it might be a podcast. Might be a podcast that you run, or a show, or a YouTube show, or something like that. You do something every week, a couple of times a month, whatever it is. Or you get them into a chat. So you start having chat conversations. You build relationships. That can be through Messenger, chatbots, DMs, whatever it may be. And so it's the triad. It's surrounding them with your content and your knowledge to help them when they're ready to buy. And then the next thing is how you're going to convert them. So it's a way to convert them from that being aware of you into working with you and hiring you for your services as well. So really, there's a number of different ways that you can do this. You can do this through a call. So you get them onto a phone call. You can do it through workshops. Like we used to do the Thrive monthly workshops. Everyone used to buy at the end of it. Workshops and webinars, they're really, really good. Or again, it could be through that chat process, the DMs. And really, it's about you having a structure to follow as well. So just say that, for example, you're going to use the DM structure to do that. You need to know how to do it. You don't want to just slide into someone's DMs and say, hey, buy my shit. Because it's just not a nice thing to do, is it? And then finally, you want to make a commitment. You're going to commit. Because, as I mentioned earlier, one of the biggest problems that I see with sales and marketing in businesses is that there's no consistency. They don't stick to things. So you've got to make a certain time frame of commitment that you're going to say, for 6 to 12 months, I'm going to stick at this. I'm not going to jump from this to this to this to this to this. And decide then how you're going to do that. Are you going to do this on 6-week sprints or 90-day sprints? And there's different ways you can do it. 90 days is long enough to make an impact, but not too long that you get bored. Or 6 weeks is a good way because you can run into a sprint of 6 weeks. You really get stuck into it. There's lots of different ways of doing things, but I think you need to have something, because if you just look at it as saying, I'm going to do this for 6 months or 12 months, it's a long time to commit to something. So you need to break it into themes. So if you want a copy of this worksheet, I've got some more sheets here to just talk through really quickly. If you want a copy of this, there's different sheets inside here. As you can see, I'm just going to scroll through them. I'll explain this to you really briefly so you know exactly what they are, because otherwise you'll probably just get lost. But if you want a copy of this, just look for the link below, and there'll be a link where you can download this worksheet as well. So really what this is you remember we talked about the motivation. It's just a space for you to write down. So here's the problems that they're facing right now. Here's the things that I think that they want. And if you've got clients that you work with already, perfect, because you can go back to them and you can find out exactly what it is. You go and ask them, what's the problems that they're facing, and what is it that they want to fix them problems? What is it that they're getting really frustrated with right now? And if we could remove them frustrations, what would that look like? What is it that you actually desire? And so you're no longer just guessing what people want. You're building something they've told you exactly what it is. So there's a little worksheet here that you can use to do this. You've got the name maker, so we said about the little TM name on there. There's a little tool here that you've got. If you just fill in the information in here, you can, beauty of this, you can put it straight into ChatGPT and it'll spit out a really cool name for you as well, or you just tell it to tweak it and adjust it. So again, it's just a great way of doing it. Once you've connected with people and you've decided, we're going to go down the organic route, there's things that you need to do every single day, so what we call everyday essentials. And one of the easiest things to do is really start here, where you're going to be doing 20 connections a day. So you're going to connect with 20 of your ICPs, or perfect future clients, ICs, whatever you call them. That's the kind of bare bones. You need to connect with at least 20 a day, friend them, connect with them, follow them, whatever it is that you need to do. You need to be looking really to be having 10 conversations with them, so 10 comments. So look at the stuff that they're sharing and support it. Be genuine as well. Don't just do it just for the sake of it. Be genuine. Have a real genuine discussion in the actual feed. And from that, that's going to lead you to have some DMs. So you want to have at least 5 DMs every single day. And ultimately, what that's going to lead into is you sending out one offer every week. So then every week you're putting offers out to people. And it's just a really simple process that you can follow along. It really makes it simple. Once you get them into a DM, so again, if you're going to use that way as a conversion metric, DM's a fantastic way. It's really kind of permission based, but you need a system to follow. So you need to know how to start that engagement, qualify them, confirm them, and get them to a place where they convert. So it's just really just having this flow, what we call a chat flow, and it shows you how to how to show up, how to open the conversations, how to move it from and just moving it along like that as well. So there's a real clear process for you to follow. And it guides you, so it's giving you a thing. So if you look at it this way and think about, okay, so I need to show up, I need to open a conversation, I need to find out, what kind of stuff they do. Is it this or is it that? Is there a gap that they need some help with? Are they open to the idea of having some help with that? And then move to that offer. So it's a real simple process. What's not salesy at all. It's a conversation, and I think that the art of conversation seems to have been lost. Whereas this really helps you to just have that nice, genuine. That's the word, genuine conversation with people. And then how you actually, what we call weaponize your work week. So it's really just looking at how you get all this stuff done. Because what we don't want you to do is spend all your time marketing, doing sales, and not actually do the thing that you set your business up to do to start with. And so really, it's what we look at is giving yourself time, focused time to do this. Now, some people can do this in one day. So they'll block out one full day and say, I'm going to do the messaging, the following, the connecting, the posting, I'm going to do it in just one day. Some people say, well, I can't do that. It's a bit too much of a commitment. I've got things that I do, or I get bored. So I'm going to do it in, 2 half days, and they can be anywhere in the week. Or if you're somebody that you can do it in sprints and little small bursts. You can say, I'm going to do 2 hours every day. And I'm going to do it that way. But if you can block it out in your calendar, it means that you've committed to it, and you've got to just approach it with the mindset of that. I ain't moving that out of the calendar for nothing, short of the house burning down. So guys, if you want a copy of this worksheet, a little section here for you to have the notes at the end. If you want a copy of this, just look for the link below. 10-minute tactic. If you put this stuff together, it's really going to help your business. It's going to allow you to spend less time marketing because you're going to do it more effective. You're going to get people coming to you, and it's going to allow you to start getting better quality clients that pay you, respect you, value you, and get out of your way so you can do your thing where you shine brightest. Hope you've enjoyed this. Leave me a comment. Once again, hi. If you've got any questions, do put them in there in the comment section. I'll jump in the comments and I'll answer anything that you ask. Other than that, we'll see you next week for 10 Minute Tactics.